Okay, stay with us. In fact, we're getting more news coming in now. Even as Bangkok is reeling from the 7.7 magnitude quake, the city is also gearing up to host the BIMSTEC summit. This would be the first physical meeting of the BIMSTEC leaders since the fourth BIMSTEC summit in Kathmandu, Nepal in 2018. The summit's theme is BIMSTEC, prosperous, resilient and open. The leaders are expected to deliberate on ways and means to infuse greater momentum to BIMSTEC cooperation during the summit. Amidst concerns, the Ministry of External Affairs has clarified that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Thailand stands.
On BIMSTEC, yes, we had a briefing by Foreign Secretary yesterday on the visit of Prime Minister to both Thailand and Sri Lanka, as we have conveyed to you. On BIMSTEC, yes, we had a briefing by Foreign Secretary yesterday on the visit of Prime Minister to both Thailand and Sri Lanka, as we have.
Sunisa Wong Phata Rachoti is with us live. Sunisa Wong Phata Rachoti, it seems no change to the BIMSTEC summit schedule. It's going to go on as normal?
Yes, we're going normal.
Okay, let me in fact also get in Ambassador Bhashwati Mukherjee. Ambassador Bhashwati Mukherjee, it seems that the summit will go ahead as normal. Prime Minister Modi's visit stands unchanged as of now.
Yes, it's very clear from the statement made by the spokesperson of MEA that there is no change. This is a very important summit meeting, which will be attended by heads of state and government of all the BIMSTEC countries. India attaches great importance to BIMSTEC, and our Prime Minister will be going ahead. It speaks much for the resilience of the people of Thailand, the government of Thailand, that they've been able to normalize the situation so quickly. As one of our co-panelists pointed out, Bangkok, I understand, is 1,200 kilometers away from the epicenter. That must have been helpful. But yesterday I participated in a similar debate, I think with you were there, where we were told by those who were in Bangkok, for instance, that the chandeliers were moving 180 degrees, etc. It must have been a most scary experience. And Bangkok was saved because of its distance from the epicenter. So we have to thank God for that, because it's heavily populated. It has huge number of skyscrapers. I am told that most of the skyscrapers have been built on an earthquake-resistant basis, but whether they are as effective as the ones that are in Tokyo, which I have visited many times. Tokyo has earthquake-resistant buildings all over, just like in California. That this has to be a norm now, especially for those cities which are in seismic zone 4. Bangkok is not in seismic zone 4, nor is New Delhi. But we still have to be very, very careful, especially when skyscrapers are being built. The heads of state and government will be accommodated in five-star hotels, which will be skyscrapers, I suppose. I have no idea because it's all top security. But I think carrying on with the summit is also a strong affirmation of regional solidarity with Thailand and with the people of Thailand, and certainly from our Prime Minister and from the people of India, that we stand with Thailand in its hour of crisis, and that the fact that the Thai government has said the summit will continue, and that the guests who confirmed, including our Prime Minister, have said that they are going to go ahead as scheduled, is a great indication of regional solidarity. Is very heartwarming. And at the same time, it's also very heartwarming that the Thai Prime Minister is offering help to Myanmar when Thailand itself, as you rightly pointed out, Uday, is reeling from its own crisis. And I would like to also congratulate the courage of my co-panelists who are in Bangkok. It must have been a most scary experience for them. Just to hear them speak about it gives us a kind of feeling of what they must have gone through yesterday when the earthquake struck. Uday.
All right, let me in fact also